Hello. Welcome. The spooky music and the screeching goat. That's Gerald. That'll indicate that it's 7 o'clock on Monday, Mystery Card Monday. You're on Tamara's Paper Trail, and I am Tamara Bertram, coming to you from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Give me a hidey-ho. Let me know who is in the house tonight. It's been a while. Hi, Penny. Hi, Sonia. I didn't pop in last week. Last Monday was a holiday, and although a few of you messaged me and said, good for you for taking the day off, and I had to reply with, I've been working since 5 a.m. I didn't do a live on Monday night, but I worked my took us off extravaganza. It's a thing. 480 packets I got to prep, friends. 480 packets. I am down to my last 96 die cuts. Yeah, I am. Then it comes down to packaging everything up, putting them all together in little envelopes and cutting the gems and wrapping the ribbon. So I still have probably about 40 more hours worth of work to do, but I am doing so well on that. I'm not going to lie. I've been freaking out about, oh my gosh, I have so much to do in the next month. So I just worked for the last 4 days straight. I've slept, napped occasionally, but we're almost there. So I'm pretty excited about that. So excellent. Thank you, Sonia. Hi, Gail, Kathy, Joy, Lena. I'm going to cough every time. Hi, guys. Hi, Lena, Karen. Hi, Paulette. Hello, Missouri. How you doing? Hey, Crystal. Hello, my friend. Started the new job. How's it working out? Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, you started it because I saw your desk. Yeah. Hey, Alexina. Hello. Sheila's in the house. Jennifer Pike from Fort McMurray. Sorry, words are hard. Let's just, 4 hours of sleep forever. Last night it wasn't stress induced or anything. It was cat induced. Yeah, I think the lovely Charlie. I think he woke us up probably 6 times. I think I lost count. Somewhere around 5 a.m. So the bag's under my eyes. Yeah, you could probably pack a lunch in them. I went and got him his meds. So I'm just going to drug my cat with some anti-anxiety pills because, of course, why wouldn't my cat have anxiety? Yeah, I got it in him. It was great. I gave him some turkey. He ate it all up and all was good. Yay. It's going to take about 2 months for the stuff to kick in. But really, about 3 minutes later, he threw it all up. So that's fun for me. We're taking him to the vet tomorrow to get blood work done. See what the heck is going on with this pussy cat. It's not okay. It's not all right. And now I have vomit to clean up. So, Anyway, hi, Jenny, Donna. Hello. I am a machine, Kathy. I'm a broken machine. Bev, hi-de-ho, my friend. Hey, Tracy's in the house. Hi, Inez. Mary, quick. Hello. Mary, I was going to message you today. Your paper share did not, in fact, get in the mail last week. I think it's going to arrive Friday. It'll probably go out Monday or next. It's hard. Hi, Annette. Welcome from Washington State. Bernice is in the house. Looking forward to seeing you soon. Lois and hi, Tammy. I hope you're feeling well. We haven't gone yet, Bernice. That's tomorrow night. So excited. Simon and Garfunkel, a dinner and a show. Love it. Marlene's in the house. One more day and you'll be 71. Wow, Mary. Happy early birthday. Edna's in the house. Hello, friend. Kathy Penner. Hi. Okay. What else? What did we do this week? I had a lovely weekend. I did. In and amongst the die cutting, which, as discussed, total machine here. I went to see my dad, and it was a good day. It was a good day. He knew who I was. Aside from in and amongst, he was very appreciative I was there. He's always, when he's with it, he's like, I'm so grateful that you come and thank you for spending time with me. And then he just slides in there. He says, yeah, he said, I was a hero yesterday. And I said, really? What? What did you do? He says, I hit the ball really far. Baseball. He's watching baseball. I'm like, oh, I said, did you get a home run? No. Did you get any runs in? I'm not sure. Can't remember. But anyway, apparently he was playing baseball in his mind the day before. So it was a good day. Then I went for lunch with my lovely friend. Had a great 2-hour catch up, and that was fantastic. Then we went and bought some furniture. Because why not? Why not? We haven't had enough new around the Bertram household in the last 6 months. So let's just go buy a couple new, what did we buy? A couple of love seats. Yeah, we did. One of them's getting delivered on Thursday. The next one, I don't know, 6 or 8 weeks because, Dolores here had to have Secret C pillows. She couldn't have like the basic gray. She had to have the secret sea pillows. So that'll be in about 8 weeks. So that was Saturday. Sunday, I was die cutting my little heart out, made some soup, made some pesto. It's been all kinds of stuff going on. So today was work day. I like to put pressure on myself. So before doing my Mystery Card Monday card layout until about 1:30, I was die cutting. I'm like, I will finish this today. As discussed, I have 96 more die cuts to go, but I'm almost there. I'm just on the little pine cones. one more card of pine cones. So it was nice. Hi, Melanie. Hello, my friend. Hey, Brenda. How's it going in Moose Jaw? It's a beautiful day here. Hey, Sharon. Hello. Thank you for popping in. Aw, thanks, friend. All the way from Australia. I love it, Tasmania. I've got, I don't have friends in Tasmania. I'm not going to call them my friends. I know people who live there. They don't know me. I know them. Hey, Marcella. Okay. So I like to put the pressure on myself. It was at 1:30-ish that I whipped together tonight's card. So it is a quick and easy one, but we can step it up. And that's what I like to do. Not going to lie, skull cracking headache today. So I haven't done any alternates. So if I would just get on with the show, maybe I'll actually be able to make a couple of cards. We'll see. With your help, I'm going to need to figure out what paper I want to use. Hey, I see there are 50 eyeballs on me. 50 indicates I should do a draw tonight. Yeah, I should. I've done that Christmas wishes once. Let's do this one. Oh, should we do? Yeah, we're gonna. Let's do. We're gonna do a prize draw. I love that. Now I've had 2 Americans win my draws, so it's not rigged. I don't pick Canadians just because the postage is cheaper. But let's do a draw tonight. For those who comment, let me show you what you're gonna win. If you comment. I love this little set. So this was like from a Paper Pumpkin donkeys years ago. And it's just this sweet little door and bushes. See that? Isn't that cute? I love it. And the sentiments, there's a warm wishes from our home to yours. Special delivery with love. 'Tis the season. And what is this? It's a dog. Stop it. It's a dog carrying a letter. I never noticed that before. Okay, anyway. I have one of these to give away. So I think our word for the day is going to be door. So if you want in my draw, you know how this works if you watched me more than 4 times. Hi, Sandy. Oh, first time viewer, Janine. Hey, where's Janine? Where's my bell? What do I need? I need a round of applause. Wait, sound effects. Welcome, first time viewer, Janine from North Carolina. Thanks for popping in. Thank you for commenting. I love that. So if you're interested in being entered into my draw, I will draw sometime between now and a different day, which means like it could be Wednesday, it could be Thursday, it could be Friday. It depends on when Dolores. So just so you know, any new watchers, I also go by Dolores. She is my crazy alter ego. And I might have a split personality. It's fine. It's fine. I'm on meds. No, I'm not. I should be on meds. Anyway. Enter the word door. Only enter it once because I'm only putting your name in once. You can comment 300 times, but that just makes more work for me because I have to go through every single comment in my spare time. Enter to win anywhere in the world. I will mail it to you wherever you live. I can do that. It doesn't matter. It's my show and I can do what I want. I will mail it to you. If you're in Australia, right, Sharon? Or if you're in the USA, I will mail it to you if your name is drawn. If you're watching the replay, absolutely comment away. And as long as I haven't done the draw yet, I'll get your name in there too. So excellent. All right. My camera is really high and I'm suspicious as to why it's so high and it hasn't dropped in like a week. But anyway, it's high and I'm scared to touch it. So a couple of really quick things before we get onto our card. Classes coming down the line. If you want to be in on this, if you're in Canada and you want the packet to go with this class, it would behoove you to let me know like now because I need to mail it to you and the clock is ticking. Hi, Elizabeth. Hello, my friend. Another Australia. Oh, New Zealand. Elizabeth, I'm sorry. I want to say Australia, but I can't remember now if you're in New Zealand. I'm going to go with Australia. Tell me where you're from, Elizabeth. Hey, Chris. Hello. This class is on the 26th of September, which is what, in 2 weeks? It's soon. So if you went in on that, here are all the deets. $90 porch pickup. 100 long distance, 40 for just the class and the pieces. But if you're outside of Canada, you can only get the PDF because I can't send you the product or the pieces. But a PDF is 27 via PayPal, and I'll send you an invoice. 25. Anybody can in Canada, you can get the PDF too. If you transfer me, though, it's only 25 because there's no service fees. So that's September 26th. I'm also having my Festive Friends class virtual. It's via Zoom. October 24th. There are the prices: $85, $95 mailed, $40 for just the class, and $25 for the PDF. These are the cards. This is a fun fold. And there's a lot of coloring, not going to lie. But it's not hard coloring. Kathy, you can do it. I know you can. I will teach you all. It's like a master class in coloring with our blends. So those are coming down the line. All right. Giddy up. Let's go. I don't think I have anything. Oh, one other thing. Hey, if you're in Canada, do you want to pre-order the next batch of paper pumpkin dies from me? You know how it works. They're $16.50 plus tax and shipping. Now, I don't know what they are yet, but they coordinate with the October, November, and December paper pumpkin kits, and traditionally they've been $60.50. Hello, Wanda from San Diego. They're usually $16.50 plus tax and shipping and mailing. It works out to like $20 bucks and change for me to mail it to you. But a lot of people are demonstrators and have already ordered. Or actually, no, anybody can order from the new catalogs and online exclusives. Many people have already done so. So they're like, oh, on the 11th of September, I don't want to place another order for $16.50. So yes, Tamara, please order them for me and mail them to me. Let me know if you want in on those, and I'll place an order for everybody and I'll mail them out accordingly, and I'll bill you as and when. Okay, enough of that nonsense. I seem to be a little hyped up, but hey, we need a little comedic relief. Had a garage sale last weekend, right? Because I don't have enough to do. And my daughters were getting rid of things. And I went, oh, no, no, no. You are not getting rid of my little chicken. Ready? Ready for this? It's a puppet. Who sings? Here we go. Ready? That was for Jacques. I just forgot that that's what that was. London Bridges. All right, enough of that. This is what I do in my spare time. I spend a lot of time alone. Just saying. Okay. All right. Why are people commenting door? I hear you cry. If you want in my draw, comment door, and I'll mail this to the winner. Let's make a card, you guys. Okay. My yay list is this long. Lots going on. Lots to do. Needed a quick card. Went to my stash of cards that my friends send me. Do you follow along? Usually I do it's a hashtag beautiful cards from beautiful friends. And I share daily swaps, cards, all the things. And I shared this a while back. My friend Helen de Blanco, had sent Craig a Father's Day card. And I'm like, oh, this is going in the Mystery Card Monday pile for sure. So I am going to show it to you, because why not? So that you can say, I've watched for 13 minutes and you've told me nothing, Dolores. Here's what we're going to make tonight. Right? This is striking. Now, perfect guy card. Perfect guy card, right? She's used just our whatever cardstock this, whatever designer paper this was, and a simple sentiment. All right. So this is fantastic to... Thank you, Tracy. Oh, okay. Tracy, are you not watching? Okay, you confuse me, my friend. Oh, Tracy. Okay, those are the die. Well, those are nice dies. Oh, you need those dies for the paper pumpkin. Am I allowed to share that? I won't, just in case I don't get in trouble. Anyway, they're nice. You need those. There's a joy and a leaf and another leaf and a tag. Yeah, you need those, you guys. You need it. So let me know if you want to. Hi, Nancy. If you want in. All right, Elizabeth, Australia. I win. I digress. It's perfect. It's just perfection. This is what we're doing. Okay, so let's just start. Giddy up. Let's go. We're going to start with the basic, and then we'll step it up if we want to or need to. And why is this so crooked? It's got like fisheye going on. Okay, here we go. So we're going to start. Mr. Pointer is going to help me out here. We're going to start with a standard card base, 8.5 by 5.5. Of course, we need our usual stamps, inks, tools, and embellishments. And then what we need here, patterned paper. So we need 4 pieces. They are 1.5 by 2, each of them. Okay. Yes, Melanie, this is an amazing one for using up designer paper. Little scraps and snippets. So 1.5 wide by 2 tall. All right. For this one, I've used the Painterly Pears designer paper. We've got 4 of them. They could be all the same. So I'm actually going to do one later. I think that's going to be all the same. Then we need, in this case, I'm using 4 different ones in case it's your first day with eyes. Cardstock layer, 1 3/4 by 1 3/4. And that's all. Then we're just going to need something that's going to have to go in the middle here. So, giddy up. Let's go. Let's just start with the simple version. All right. And we will show you. Oh, you're welcome, Shirley. I'm glad you got it. Shirley was one of our previous winners. And I just mailed, no, I can't remember what that draw was for. No, Chris, you've got one coming in the mail to you. Chris Kennedy. But that I think was for club. All right, we're going to start by folding this bad boy in half. This is just very, not very vanilla. This is, in fact, basic white. Now, watch this. It's really hard. Don't blink. We're going to go like this. Like this. Like, no, we're not. We're going to go like this. And like this. Because, like that, right? And then the sentiment's going to go in the middle. So let's just say you're a beginner stamper and you're like, Tamara, I've got a pack of white paper and a pack of pattern paper. What the heck? I can't make a pretty card. Yes, you can. There's no can't in card making. Look, we're going to put these 4 and 1 in the middle for the diamond. We just need a sentiment that's going to fit in there. So it can be that simple. Now, I hear you say, okay, I have another pack of paper. I can stretch to a little bit fancier. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to bring in this optional cardstock layer, 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. And we're going to bring in this cardstock layer, 3 3/4 by 5. And they're going to layer on top of each other. So this is simply 2 ticks bigger than this. All right, so 3 3/4 by 5, simple enough. Add 2 ticks, you get 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. What is a tick, Tamara? You know, 2 ticks is an 1/8. 1 tick is a 16. If you had a fancy ruler like me, it would be easier for you to understand that. So say 2 and 2 ticks is 2 1/8. You see that? 1 tick, 2 ticks. Right? So we've got 3 3/4 plus 2 ticks. So 3 3/4. It wants to focus on my finger. 3 3/4. Stop it. 3 3/4 plus 2 ticks. It wants to focus on other things. Let's back it up. Back it up. 3 3/4. There we go. Nope. Come on. You can do it. Somebody was supposed to show up from Marketplace today to buy some stuff from me, and they have not shown up. That angers me. You know what also angers me is when this won't focus. There we go. Okay, so 3 3/4 plus 2 ticks is 3 7/8. There we go. And then 5 1/8 is 5 2 ticks. All right, so it's just 2 ticks bigger. So let's just go ahead and tape that together. Here we go. Oh, look at all, there's more comments if I scroll. Look at that. Okay. Yes, you do, Jennifer. Amazon. Do. Screenshot. Easy read ruler. This one's metal. Look at that. It even has a model number. Screenshot that. You're welcome. My lovely friend Donna gave me that, and I don't know how I lived without it. All right, I'm going to use my silicone mat. I threw away my last Stampin' Seal because it kept wrapping around itself, and I realized that life was too short, and I'm worth $6.50. And I this is the wrong size. Okay, all right, it's okay, it's all right. I need, oh look, I get to break open another pack of Mossy Meadow. I'm down to 4. Yeah, I like that. Okay, I cut the paper the wrong size. Of course I did. So, okay. All right, so 3 3/4. What did I say? No, 3 7/8. So that's 3 and, yes, 3/4 and 2 ticks. No, let's do it this way. 5 1/8. Let's do 5 and 2 ticks. By 3 3/4 and 2 ticks. And hopefully that's bigger than the white piece now. I need some liquid. Yes, I do. All right, here we go. So the white is going on the Mossy Meadow. Still going through, like I had ordered 7 packages last extravaganza in error because I'm not very bright at midnight when we have to order. And although Tracy told me to buy Old Olive, I had the code for Mossy Meadow. So I still have 4 packages. We'll get there, another 3 or 4 years. Okay, I'm just trying to get that lined up. Okay, like that. Now, where did my card base go? Here it is. All right, so I'm just going to tape this down. It's still a little crooked. It's fine. It's fine. It's not fine. All right. So then we've got our 4 pieces of designer paper. But I want to snazz it up a little bit. I don't want it just like that. I want them to be snazzier and right side up. So I'm going to bring in my optional pieces. 4 pieces that are 1 5/8 by 2 1/8. So those are just 2 ticks bigger than these. So again, 1 1/2 by 2. So 1 1/2 and 2 ticks by 2 and 2 ticks for these pieces. Right? You're getting down with the ticks. My hair is tired. I'm getting my hair cut next week, so can't wait for that. One little tip. So if you would have seen the last time I went through, hey, does your tape keep wrapping around itself and how to fix that? I find if I go slower, there's less chance of that problem happening. So there's a little tip for you tonight. Just don't go so fast. A little bit slower. And I like to use my silicone mat. It always helps the tape runner run. If that makes sense, instead of going like this when it gets stuck. Okay, so again, this is the Painterly Pear, and this is Mossy Meadow. So I'm just layering each one on its little buddy, its little mat buddy. Okay, hey Mary, hello, how are you? You're in California, right, Mary? I think. Okay. Right, so now we're just going to put them on here, but I'm going to pop them up on dimensionals, just give it a little bit more interest. So that's how we step things up. I couldn't be doing with just the plain one, so we're just going right to stepped up. So how do you step it up? You add texture and or dimension. So you certainly could emboss this back layer. What you could do too is you could just tape the paper onto the white layer before you've taped it down to the green and run that whole thing through an embossing folder, right? Hey, squirrel. Coffee house nail. You guys, I broke a nail for the first time in about 9 months last night. I almost cried. So look, they're all stubby now. Not too happy about that. I am all over the board tonight. I really should be taking the cat's meds, I'm thinking. Can't believe he threw it up. That was $50, like $50 worth of meds. So 1 pill a day for 30 days is $50. And he just threw it up on day 1. I'm like, great, that's just awesome. Throw up on my new carpet, there's gonna be a problem. Anyway, I'm sorry for those of you that this is your first time watching, and you know more about my cat than you want to. Anyway, so before I actually attach these, I made this mistake earlier. I went, oh Lord, how am I going to get this down somewhat evenly? So you want to just kind of eyeball where they're going to go. Like, we are not measuring, friends. No, there's no measuring. You're just going to wing this part, and you're going to hope it's somewhat straight. Because you know what? Like, this is going to cover up most of the boo-boos anyway. And really, if you want it precise, you go buy a Hallmark card. But don't, because that's just wrong. And you'll pay like $8. You don't want to do that. Okay, so I'm just going to, that's approximately. Okay, so now I'm going to take off the tops. Just keeping it real. That's right, Vicki. We can discuss cat vomit any old time. Okay, like that. And then let's do this one. Do you guys use your take your pick tool? I can't even imagine crafting without it. Maybe that's why I haven't broken a nail in like 9 months. But I wasn't happy because my last polish, usually they last 2 weeks. And it didn't even last a week. I had one chip, like one, I didn't cap it right, so it was like falling off within days. And then I broke one. I'm like, what is happening? I don't know what's happening. Okay. All right, so there is the layout. 3 cats. Oh, Vicki, it's a lot of cat vomit. All right, we're gonna attach this one to this one too, but I'm gonna need a sentiment. Okay, I've said it before, I'm gonna say it again. You guys, if you don't have this set, there is something seriously wrong with your purchasing decisions. You need this set, you guys. It's a great size. It's got all the sentiments you need for like every occasion. Let's celebrate. Like, let's celebrate what? I don't know, quitting your job, having a baby, winning the lottery, whatever. Thinking of you. They're nice, they're long, they're top and bottom, they're a good font, they're a good size. So the birthday wishes fits right on this 1 3/4 by 1 3/4. Oh, Inez, you know me so well. If I have one, I have four. You know it. Like, you know, so one's got to have the putty end. One has to have, well, two have to have the pokey end. Okay, two have to have the putty end. Yeah, I've got lots. But I used to have in-person classes, so you needed lots, right? And heaven forbid I should ever sell anything STEM related. All right, so I'm going to try to get this centered now. I have a quick little cheat over here. I've got this, there's a line. See on my paper here, I have a line that I can put the top of this diamond here and the bottom there, so I know that it's straight up and down. Now, if you're a normal person, maybe you would use grid paper, maybe? I don't know. Just a thought. Not a whole lot normal about me. Okay, so that's somewhat centered there. Birthday wishes, look at that. But it's got just a note. That's another option that you can use. It's just a great stamp set, you guys. So I recommend it. Ooh. Oh, hi, Susan. Thanks for popping in. Comment door if you want in on my draw, because it's a door and it's fun to color. All right, now this one I'm not going to pop up on dimensionals because these are already on dimensionals. I'm just going to put some tape like that, and boom, you have your card. The birthday wishes may or may not be straight, but they're not. It's fine. It's okay. All right, so now you can just add some gems. I tried adding some bows and things. It didn't work. It didn't work out for me. I just went with a little bit of bling. And hi, Kim. Welcome, friend. Yeah. I know normal is boring, Tracy, right? So I went to I think these are called low profile dots. I don't know what happened to the back. I think they're out of stock right now. But these also have Darling Duckling, which is this color. Darling Duckling in our 2025-2027 in color. These might be out of stock too. Anyway, these ones also work. The muted palette dots, because there's Mossy Meadow, and there's, well, it's a different yellow, but it still works because this paper, you know, this will work in there too. So you have lots of options for bling. I think this one I'll do. Let's do these ones. Let's see, because apparently I have a lot of them. I like anything that's flat like this because it doesn't bump up your postage. So I'm going to go there. You bet, Kathy. All right, like that. And then, but it's going to bother me that it's the same color, but I'll get over it. No, I won't. I'm going to use the Timid Tiger because there's a little bit of peach in here. So I'm just going to do this one up here. But I found that even adding baker's twine, it actually took away from it. I'm leaning into less is more. So, I mean, come on. How simple is that? You can keep it more simple by not having these layers. That adds. I just changed my trimmer. Mind you, I've been prepping 480 cards, so that could explain it. It bumps up your cost, right? Because you're adding another, 25 cents per layer kind of thing. But it really sets it off. So this is Helen's original one. I just think they're stunning. I love it. So now that it's 7:29 and you're going to keep mentioning door, only once though, you don't need to mention it more than once. I'm going to try, like I was trying to pull up different papers and I thought, well, what paper, what's going to look awesome? And then I thought, ooh, let's pull in this paper. This is the, what's this stuff called? I forget, someone will tell me. But I thought, well, why don't we use a scenery one and we'll just chop it up nice and make a grid out of that. So, I love these colors. This is actually the color of my bedroom. There's Secret Sea, Basic Beige, and actually it's more of a gray granite. and the Lost Lagoon type blue. So let's do this. Gallery Blooms. Thank you, Inez. Words are hard. Let's try this and see what we can come up with. So we need, the layers are, what did I say, 1.5. I don't know where my sticky note is. It was like 1.5 by 2, right? Where is my, I know it to be true. Here it is. 1.5 by 2. So I'm going to, let's just show you a few Dolores tricks as we go along. So 1.5 by 2. So that's going to be, here's what I'm doing. Okay, words. Use your words tomorrow. This is one of our acetate sheets that we get from our photopolymer sets, right? They all come on an acetate sheet. I keep them for just such crafting hacks. So 2 of these put together, right? The 1.5 by 2, 1.5 by 2, 1.5 and 1.5 is 3. I'm going to take this acetate sheet and I'm going to say 3. Then 2 high and 2 high is 4, right? So I'm going to do 4. So I'm creating an acetate sheet that is 3 by 4. Why, Dolores? Why are you doing this? I hear you cry. Well, let me show you. So that I know how I'm going to cut my piece of paper. So this is now my little template. And I'm going to scoot it along to see what's going to make a nice scene. Where do I want to cut my paper and how do I want to cut it? Like if I just cut it in the, like right here, a bunch of, like that's not going to make a nice card. So I want to have a scene that's going to be nice. So let's do it here. So I'm going to, or say I wanted it here. Yeah, that's going to cause a lot of waste, but it's going to help me guide where I want to cut my paper. So this, yeah, it's going to go here. I'm going to cut it at 3 this way. And then I'm going to want it, I don't need that much down low and I don't need that much up high. Let me just see what's going to be covered though. This is going to be covered. Yeah, that could, maybe we'll go like that. So yeah, I'm going to waste some, but who cares? I got paper for days. So I'm going to cut this off here. And then I'm going to cut it so that it's 4. So we now have a 3 by 4 piece of designer paper. Okay, so I'm just going to cut it into 4. So 1.5 by 2 by 2. Okay, so now we're going to have a nice little scene instead of this, which was just 4 different pieces. It's just going to go like this and it's going to look really neat, she said, hoping. I don't know, never done it before. Now, do I want, I think I want, do I want a mossy background for my layers, or do I want Secret Sea? Like, let's just pretend, I think I'm going to want, or maybe Lost Lagoon. Let's see. So this is where I decide. Certainly not, no, I think I want Secret Sea. A little accent. Like that. The thick one, Linda. Thick one. Yeah, I throw away the thin one. They're pretty useless. Pretty useless. So I'm going to want 1.5 and 2 ticks. That wasn't 1.5 and 2 ticks. That was 1.25. 1.5. Let's try that again. 1.5 and 2 ticks. Yeah, this is getting dull. See, this is what's happening here. So it's dull and it's getting frayed. So I have a little block. You can use a nail file, and I'm just going to sand it. And then that's going to be by 2 and 2 ticks. And I'm going to need 4 of these. 1. Oh, that's not okay. You know what? Forget that. I'm just going to get a new one right now. Garbage. There's a new one. These come in a 4-pack. I want to say they used to be 16. They might be 18 now. I forget how much they are. Cutting blades. I want to say 18. I think they went up. Everything's going up. All right, so this is by 2 and 2 ticks. So I need 4 of them. To keep this from dulling, you want to push like up and down, like use your pinky. Don't be pushing down on it. That's what dulls it. 2 and 2, hey, that's 2 and 2 ticks. Look at that. Okay. Then I'm going to need another one that's 1 7/8 by 1 7/8. Well, I haven't done this particular layout, MJ. And hello, my friend. How are you? Okay, that's a card base. Okay, so let's do, I need a piece that's, no, I want 3 3/4 by 5. Okay, so 3 3/4. Nope, 5 and 2 ticks. 5 and 2 ticks. 3 3/4 and 2 ticks. And actually, I think, well, that's not right. What's happening? 5 and 2 ticks. I threw away the wrong piece. Yeah, okay, there we go. But I don't think I want white for this. I think I want basic beige. Oh, my alarm is going off. That's not okay. Stop that. All right. Let's use our basic beige. Okay. Yes, cloud cover. Yes. That's what I meant. And I was saying Lost Lagoon. What am I doing? 5.5. Too late. I'm committed now. So that's our layer. And then this one's going to be 3 3/4 by 5. So the girls survived their camping trip. The blind leading the blind on that one. They went camping for the weekend. Yeah. Not going to lie, it's nice when we have a house to ourselves. Even though they're 19 and 22, they still demand a lot of you. Okay. So there we go there. There we go there, and there we go there. Is this cut right? Shh. Yeah, okay. All right, so I'm going to slowly tape that. 737. Have you ordered from the new catalog? I'm so excited. Actually, I'm going to do it just because I can. Look, I can show you the inside of the catalog now. Pretty excited about that. Huh? Before I couldn't. It's some like top secret. Secret. Look at this kit that's coming. I'm thinking this is in the next kit. Look, nutcrackers. Fluffy squirrel. Hey, if you want this, you better get it soon. They always, I can't see that this is going to carry over. Is this, who can confirm? Is this red rubber? No, it's not. It is photopolymer because it says. But the punch, if the punch goes out of, oh, that's so cute. That maybe I do need that punch. I digress. Okay, so I'm going to tape this down. All right. So have you ordered from the new catalog and online exclusives? And the new kit, World Card Making Day. There's a kit that they're using for it. Oh my gosh, is it nice? Yes, it's $44. It is worth every penny. I can't wait to get my hands on that. I think it's going to come Thursday or Friday. Okay, so I'm just layering these. So this is going to be great with scenery picture, but I like, or with scenery paper, but I love, you know, what Helen did. So any of our family packs of designer paper, right? Like the assorted, you know, you get 4 sheets of every color. This is a great card to use that for just a note and generic and just saying hi kind of cards that are just more generic. I know, Shirley. I used to refer to myself as a squirrel, but Craig has now identified me as his butterfly. He calls me his little butterfly because I just go flitting from one thing to another. So, yeah, I'm definitely... I'll just say I'm a flying squirrel. Flying squirrel. Okay, so this is going to be 1 3/4. This is for the center sentiment, but I had it in white, so we need to make that in basic beige. Oh, I knew that dinner was salty. Craig made a stew last night. It was very salty. Not handy, Sandy. That rhymes. Just log in to the demo site, and in the rotating banners, click on the rotating banner, and there's a link in there. Or I think it's in my newsletter. It is in my newsletter that I sent out Thursday or so. All right, now this one, before I go, what am I going to stamp on this one? And yes, you should register because they usually give out a gift, like a $6 coupon or something to use. So, let's see if my thinking of you will fit. I think it will. Have you ordered a lot as I follow for? Oh, yes, you have ordered a lot, Linda. That's right. You're very generous in your support, and we all appreciate you for that, for sure. Yep. Makes all the difference, honestly. It really does. Like, it's a hard gig. It's a hard way to make a buck, let me tell you that. But we don't do it for making a buck. Okay, I am going to stamp this in Secret C. We do it because we love it. All right. I'm going to, again, line this up on my little paper that I have down here. You can use grid paper. Thinking of you. Well, it's a little bit smaller. I don't love that, but I can't be bothered to look for a bigger one. So anyway, thinking of you. Did the boyfriends go? No, they did not, Linda. It was just the girls. I was encouraging that for a little sisterly bonding. My girls are polar opposites from each other, like polar opposites. Rebecca is very shy, timid. Alicia is me, and fairly bossy. But Rebecca is more of an expert in camping because she has gone camping with her boyfriend. So Alicia doesn't really know how to put up the tent because when she's gone, somebody else does that for her because she's like her mother. She's a princess and we'll go glamping, but don't make me pitch a tent. So I'm surprised they survived because neither of them knows how to cut wood. Or, well, I guess they do know how to boil water, but I was just glad that they came home in one piece. Okay, so it's coming together, but I need to just work on my spacing. But it is really nice just having the house to ourselves. Like, it's really training for Craig and I for when we're empty nesters. That we can just, hey, do you want to go for lunch? Yeah, I do. What's for dinner? Toast. Okay. You watch a movie. It's just really nice and peaceful. Okay, so I'm just trying to figure out layout. Like, this is just so simple, you guys. Kind of love it. Okay, so something like that. So I'm going to go ahead and put some dimensionals on the back of that. If I can find them. There. Okay. Thanks, Linda. So I'm just going to do 2. You can add the minis, and then you can do 4. Seems a little overkill. So I'm just going to do 2. Look at that, 743. I would like, what other paper could I use? Trying to think of one. I could use the set. Christmas card. I could grab my Christmas paper. That would be nice. This could be great for mass producing for Christmas. You just have to sit and do the chopping, and then you can see how quick it is to put together. But it's really lovely. And if you're not using bulky ribbon or embellishments, it's not going to be more postage. Hi, Lena. It does look like a window pane. Oh, yes, it does. Look at the big brain on Lena. It does look like a window pane. So there you go. And if you made it a little bit closer together, it would look even more so. So you can see this one's crooked. That's what I can see. Close enough. All right, and then so this one's going to be here, thinking of you. Oh, that's so pretty. Love it. Thank you to Helen for this layout. Helen just had a grandson the other day. So that's very exciting. All right, thinking of you. And then you can add in some, where did I put them? Did I put them away yet? Yes, here we go. So these are, again, the 2025-2027 flat pearls. Big. Little. Get over here. Little. Medium. That's all you need. It doesn't even need the twine, which is kind of killing me a little bit. But I tried one and it looked too scabby. It just kind of was too little. So look at that. Okay, but for about 3 months after the year on. Oh. Came home for Christmas break. I was kind of excited when they went to college. Yeah, Kim. I don't know. Of course, I'll like cry my eyes out, but I'm looking forward to it. Craig and I never really dated much. Like, well, okay, that's a lie. We've dated on and off for decades, but we got pregnant really early into the relationship, and so we didn't really have a lot of time to date this last round. Look at that. That's so pretty. Is there another paper you would like me to try? Should I try some Christmas paper? Let's see. Let's bring this out. Oh, this one's pretty. Now, I would like, the nice thing about our papers is they do all coordinate, so you can't really go wrong. What about the lavender designer paper? Sure. It's down there. I know I've moved on, but no, that is still current. Now, something like this paper, this would be nice because you could have, pull in all these colors. So there's the blue, could be one of the patterns. This is the Traditions of Christmas. So you could have the one focal. So what we've got, let's just see here, the floral, and then we've got the green. Oh, see, like that in and of itself is pretty. Could do. Oh, hang on, I just have to make some decisions here. Let's see. Maybe I want 2 of these and that and that. I kind of like that. Let's do that. Let's use this piece instead of cutting a new one. Floral blue. Oh, so many good ones. Indeed. All right, so, all right. I can do this in 13 minutes or less. So I want it to be 1.5 by 2. So 1.5. And of course, you're going to cut a whole strip, right? This is 1.5. You're going to make a few of them. If you like the other side of this, then is that really 1.5? Yes, it is. Okay, by 2. So you could cut 2 of them and make one the opposite. But I've thought about it. Let's do 2. I have to decide which one I want. I think I want 2 of the floral ones, but this one's too bright. Like, I don't want it to compete that much. So I think I'll do 2 by 1.5. And then I think I'll do another one of this. 1.5 by 2. Oh, that's really pretty too. Oh. It's also pretty. 1.5. So I'm looking forward to you guys making this and then posting what you come up with. You know the drill. If you've watched me before, you're going to make it, and then I'm going to take pictures of mine, and you'll post yours in the comments after the fact. So maybe not. I don't know. What should I do? Should I do? It's a little heavy though. It's just so heavy. That's not enough color. That doesn't have any green in it, so you know what? I need a blue. Let's do another blue. 1.5 by 2. There. I think I like that. The green and the designer paper. Oh, Helen just texted. Megan and the baby are home. Excellent. Okay. Designer paper in the green. Yeah, that does look nice, doesn't it? Well, it all looks nice. Maybe I'll do the green as a background. So let's do that. Let's pull in that green. So that's let's go with Old Olive, or do I want to try? Ooh, Granny Apple. that too bright? It's pretty bright, huh? Yeah, it's a little too bright for my liking. All right, we'll do old olive. Okay, so we're going to need a piece that is 3 3/4, 3 3/4 and 2 ticks by 5 and 2 ticks. This one can be white, so there's that and there's that. Now I need this sheet here. I need it to be 1 1/2 and 2 ticks. 2 and 2 ticks. Okay, my head's not going to explode yet. Although I do still have a headache. I wasn't sure I'd be able to make it through the show. I thought, we'll just make one. We'll see how we get on. Okay, and then I need another one that is 1 3/4 and 2 ticks. The center white piece. 1 3/4 and 2 ticks. And then I need a piece that's 1 3/4 by 1 3/4. Okay, giddy up, put it together. Oh, can't wait to get my hair done. I waited too long to call the lovely Elaine to say, hey, I need a do. Don't know what I'm going to do to it yet, though. I'm thinking, okay, no more bangs. Let's be done with the bangs. We'll see. Let's see what she can come up with. Definitely need a dye job. All right, don't forget, if you haven't already, enter comment with the word door, and you'll be entered into my draw for that little stamp set in the mail. It doesn't matter where you live in the world, and we'll mail it to you if you win. And if you're watching the replay, you can still play along until I've done the draw. You're in. This is disgusting. Okay, there we go. It's got a nice clean one. That's what happens when you prep so many cards. You get all the shrapnel. Okay, so we'll layer this on here. That. And these two. These are different patterns. What the heck? Which one am I doing? Oh, what have I done? Red and red. Okay, I'm going to do, I think, these two. So, okay, like that. What is happening? Did I just do that? I did just do that. Are you even kidding me right now? Somebody stop me. I'm out of control. Okay, you are being dumb. Stop that. Okay, there's the blue one. Okay, and then this. Now I have to de-stick it. So I've got my little poofy embossing buddy thing, and now I'm going to have to take in my gum eraser and attack, apparently. See if I can rub this off. Or I could just cut a new one. I'll cut a new one later. I'll just let it be sticky for now. How about that? Because we're running out of time, she says as she continues to try to fix it. We used to sell these gum erasers. We don't anymore because now everybody has one. But if you don't have one, you can get yourself down to your local dollar store and/or add it to your next Amazon order. They're cheap. I think it's just called a gum eraser or something. I don't know. There we go. All right. You can go over here. All right. Let's put some dimensionals down. Looks like I'm doing lines of Coke now. That's awesome. Indeed. So yes, tomorrow I am off to the Mayfield Dinner Theater for the Simon and Garfunkel show. Can't wait. All right. Really? Really, Bertram? Wow. Why don't you people stop me? Red. Red. So one of these is supposed to go the other way. This. What did I cut? No. Oh, for God's sakes. I wanted one red, didn't I? Fine. I think I am losing it. Seriously losing it. This is what happens when you're working on 4 hours of sleep. Again. I could just cut another piece, you know, but no. Cannot waste. That's why I'm going to be buried alive in paper one day. I still have time. I have 4 minutes left. There we go. So yeah, if you're interested in the paper pumpkin add-on dies, let me know. I will order them on the 11th. What's today, the 8th? And I'll mail them to you accordingly. All right, let's do something like that. Holy cow, that was hard work. They're almost sticky. That's nasty. Yikes. Gotta check everything. Out of control. All right. Okay, well, I wanted these two patterns to be the same, but apparently I don't have the brain cells for that. So they're similar enough. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. All right, Stacy. Hello, my friend. I didn't see you pop in. Hi. Stacy's the one who mailed me a card from Oklahoma that took 6 weeks to get here. My birthday was in July. I got it, at the end of August? But that's okay. Give me an excuse to celebrate a little bit longer. Those who are on my team, we have an exciting weekend for the SSS Super Team Events, which is put on by my Silver Sisters and I, 15 of us across the country, and we put on an all-day event for our teams. So I have to come up with a project soon because it's Saturday. I'll pull something out of my hat at the last minute. All right, and where is the white? Here's the white. So hopefully I have a Merry Christmas sentiment somewhere. Oh boy. Well, do I have... wow. This one is going to be too long. So if you have a sentiment that doesn't fit... Oh, no, it is not. Long time no see. Merry Christmas. You can always cut a bigger square if need be, right? Okay, so I'm just going to grab that and get that done because it's some great. Too small. And I think I'll do it in Cherry Cobbler. Oh, this hair. All right, so wish me luck tomorrow taking Charlie to the vet for blood work. Lord. Okay, let's see if I can get this on straight. Long time no see. Merry Christmas. Alrighty then. Yes, indeed, Vicky. Lisa's awesome. Awesome. I'll be up first at like 8:30 in the morning Mountain Time. It's always a fun day. But I never get to stay for the whole thing because I go off to see my dad. And I never seem to get back to doing the projects. Okay, so the Merry Christmas. And then we have some fun new, look at that, 7:59. We have some new sparkly. These are not a good color. These could be, those could work. These are new. They are called Delightful Decorative Dots. These would work, but yuck. I think I want to use these, even though they're big and fat. They might bump up my postage, but I'll do it anyway. Hello, Netherlands. Hello. Thanks for popping in. I want to say Annika. Is that correct? So beautiful where you are. All right. I used to live in Germany, and so I've been to your neck of the woods. A long time. Okay. Maybe that would look better down there. But anyway, there we go. Look at that, you guys. 8 o'clock. We are done. We're out of here. These are the cards we made tonight. And like on the fly, these ones I didn't even know I was making until I made them. This one I did know. But here's Helen's original. And they're just so easy, you guys. So easy. So whether you're watching live, Annika, go ahead, comment door in the comments. And if your name is drawn, I will mail you this stamp set all the way over there. What's not centered? Oh, all right. Be like that. There. Thank you. There you go. Enter the word door, and I'll do a draw sometime this week for that. Thank you, Donna. Thanks, Charlene. Everyone, excellent. Thanks for. Look like I've been dragged through that. This is day one hair too. Like tomorrow is going to be. Oh my gosh. Anyway, you guys, thank you for hanging out with me and my little duck. Where's my little duck? Should we sing you a song? Get you out of here. We'll do it. Is it Old MacDonald? That's enough of that. Thank you for popping in, you guys, and indulging me with my craziness. I'll be back here Friday for coffee break, my virtual newsletter. Pop in and we'll see what's going on then. Maybe I'll have my paper share in by then. Doing all the things. So thanks for popping in, you guys. Post, if you make one, post it in the comments underneath. I'll take a minute and I'll take photographs of those now and I will post them. But thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys and have a fantastic week. I will see you on Friday. Stay amazing.